Hey guys, Sean Schoenmakers here, and what we're going to be talking about today is some online lead generation. So we're going to look at how we go and develop online lead generation for our business, small business, big business, whatever it might be. A little bit of background about myself. I am a former MIT engineering nerd, kind of turned super cool business coach. And in part of what I do when I work with small business owners is I help them on their marketing, some of which might be online lead generation. So what we're going to be looking at today is going to be a shortened down version of a class, a 2-hour class I actually teach for a company called MLS Deal Finder. And so if you're interested in that class, we can get you some more information. But today is going to be a 10-minute short, quick presentation on how you can generate leads online for your business. So to get started, this is really the sales funnel. This is the overall view of what we're talking about today. You'll see that the very first step of this sales funnel starts with lead generation. So we're going to be looking a little bit at advertisements, web design, blog posts, and then once we've generated leads, we need to have a capture mechanism or capture mechanisms. So we'll be looking at landing pages, lead magnets, and sign-up forms. And those are the different components we'll look at for lead capture. From there, we'll move on into autoresponders. So once we have captured leads, we need to start nurturing these leads. So we'll look at how we can do that with autoresponders in the CRM realm. And then from there, once we've nurtured our leads, we'll move into the subject of how do we move those folks into converting into sales. So how do we get a sale from all of this activity? And so we're not going to, if you see there on the right-hand side, I'm not going to step through it exactly in that order. We're going to start with the landing pages where you can see step 1. And that's because we're going to be running through this, looking at what are the steps you need to take in order to get the sale. So what are the steps you need to do, what are the actions you need to do to set this up? So we start with landing pages because in order to start capturing leads, we have to have those set and ready to go. So that being said, the first thing we need when we look to capture leads is the first thing we need is what we call a lead magnet. And this is basically what we say is an irresistible piece of information for your target market. This is an example of a lead magnet. So for example, if I am an investor somewhere in the DFW area, it would be very beneficial for me as an investor to know where are the best areas to invest in Dallas-Fort Worth. So if I have some information or a booklet that contains this information, this would be a lead magnet specifically that invites people that are investors to come and receive this information. So this is an example of a lead magnet you can see here on the screen. So the next thing we need, once we've got several lead magnets that are going to appeal towards the market we want to attract, we need a landing page. And a landing page is simply a one-page advertisement designed specifically to get one result. You want to get a click on this one-page ad. So in the landing page, this is an example that we've got here for you. We want to stick to some certain principles. We want to stick with the AIDA principles of a marketing piece, which stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. And we want it to be in that order. So typically, in this example, you can see we're grabbing someone's attention. Typically, you do it with a headline. So in this case, it would be, don't let time control you. So grabbing someone's attention. From there, you want to start to generate some interest and desire in what it is you're trying to have them click on. So you can see here a few bullet points that say, learn how to manage your time effectively, manage time to work on your business, not in it. These are things that would generate, I'm interested in this topic or this subject matter, and now I desire what it is you're trying to get me to click on. And again, the very bottom of the ad, you'll notice there's a call to action, download your free management tool here, time management tool, which in this case, the lead magnet would be that time management tool. So with this page, we get a click on the button there at the bottom. And so then from there, the last tool we need to capture this information from the lead is what we call a sign-up form. And what's the purpose of a sign-up form? Just to gather information. That is it. We are not selling on the sign-up form. We have done that with your landing page. And so here's an example of a sign-up form. In general, we want to stick with the less is more idea. You don't want to ask for a lot of information. Basically, you want to stick to 2, maybe 3 different pieces of information that you're grabbing from your potential lead. So in this case, you can see we're asking for first name, last name, and email. That is it. You'll also notice a timer. One of the benefits of having a timer on your sign-up form is that it creates a little bit of scarcity. So if you don't click on this button or fill in this form, you might miss out. And that is proven to actually get more entries into your sign-up form. So great, we've got all of our capture mechanisms, and now we're set. All we need to do is generate some leads. So we move on to step 2, and this is where we're going to start looking at advertisements, web design, and blog posts. There's many different forms of advertising, many different platforms you can use to advertise. The one we're going to talk about specifically today is Facebook advertising. And the reason we're looking at that is because you can be very targeted with your Facebook advertising. You can see here there's several different examples of different interests or groups that you can target specific to a market that you want to reach. So you can see you can even target someone that, you know, sees themselves as being smart. You know, if you want to target people that maybe have higher level of intelligence or have gone to certain universities, you can target that based on the information they've filled in into Facebook. You can target their income level, 75,000 to 100,000. Whether they have kids, what are the age of their kids? Do they like Hispanic culture? Are they interested in family? So many different ways you can target a specific market depending on the exact market you're looking to target. Why is that beneficial? You're not going to waste money on all those folks that are not in your target market. You're only going to spend money advertising to those people you want to reach. So it's very cost effective. Here's a quick example of a Facebook ad. You'll notice there's not a lot of information here. We have a simple plain picture. We've got a headline, again, to capture someone's attention. So in this example, want a massive payday? That might gather someone's attention. And then from there, a little bit of information where we're talking about sell your business for a massive payday. And then you'll notice at the bottom, a call to action, learn more. So again, and clearly you can see there, if you got a real handsome picture of a nice looking mug like that on your advertisement, you're much more likely to get clicks. So I kidded, that's me, don't worry. But so from there, that's advertising. We move on to web design. Another form of lead generation is web design. We're going to give you sort of a quick example of two different website designs, looking at an old website design and a new website design. So you can see here the old website design, and from there, then we'll look at the new website design. And so if you sort of take a look between the two different websites, you might ask yourself, what's the biggest difference? Well, the biggest difference is this sign-up form right smack dab in the middle of the new website design. So basically, anytime anyone comes to your website, you are guaranteed that they have an opportunity to give you their information. And so you'll see this abides by the same principles we talked about with capture mechanisms. There's one quick headline to gather some attention, and then they've got one spot for the sign-up form to give a piece of information and a call to action there, sign up. And so from there, you can get their information, and they get a little piece of information that they are likely looking for, being your target audience. So just in this example with these two websites, the results were an increase of 500% lead capture. So just merely giving someone the opportunity for everyone that comes to your website makes a big difference on your lead capture. Another thing we look at is blog posting to generate leads. So what's great about blog posting? Why do we care about blog posting? It's free. It costs us zero money. Might cost you a little time, but it doesn't cost you any money. So with blog posting, this is an example that you can see here, one that I've posted on LinkedIn. Again, you want to stay with the AIDA principles, have a picture or a headline that grabs some attention, tell a little bit of story, give your audience some information they're looking for. Remember, this is a type of lead magnet that you're presenting to them, so they need to be interested in it. At the bottom here, I really want to focus on, this is where I give a call to action or an offer. Remember, the point of a blog post is to generate a lead. So you want to have that call to action, make an offer. In this case, I'm offering a 6-email course that's free for them. So once they click on this button, assuming that they've liked what they've read so far in my blog post, lo and behold, they get a sign-up form. So that's what we see here in front of us. Again, very simple. Woohoo, let's get this free email course. First name, last name, email, submit. Very simple, very short, very quick. So, fantastic. Now we're done with step 2. We're generating tons of leads through ads, web design, and blog posts. And we're capturing all these leads with the landing page and different mechanisms that we've developed. So now what do? We need to cultivate these leads. They've just found out who we are. We need to warm them up to all the different information we have available to them. And we're going to look at that, how to do that through autoresponders, which is step 3. So in this example, this is one example of an autoresponder. In this specific autoresponder that I set up, there's 6 different emails that I have written and given different information, posted little videos that I've made, but they're on 6 different subject matters. So we've got time mastery, increasing your average dollar sale, looking at marketing, doubling your sales, money mastery. So all of these different subject matters I can set up through a series of emails, and I can specify the interval with which people start receiving these emails. So perhaps the first one goes out the first day, and maybe I wait a week to send the second one, or 4 days to send the third one. But this is all automatically generated. Once I create this, I spend 0 time sending this out. So as soon as someone signs up for something, this starts to run. And this is where you're really utilizing leverage in your business, not spending time you don't need to on those activities that can run by themselves. So in this case, this is how you present a lot more information to your prospect that has signed up through your sign-up form, and you're presenting them different material. But ultimately, after we've cultivated this lead, we want to ultimately get a sale. So we want to look at how can we convert them into a customer, which step takes us to step 4. So when we convert to a sale, we ask ourselves, how do we do that? Well, in this same example of the autoresponder, you'll see in the 6th email that I have here, I make another offer. So I've shown these folks, hey, there's different pieces of information that I'm intelligent about or can speak, well and knowledgeable of. But here in the 6th email, I say, hey, another offer for you. I'm going to give you a free coaching session. If you want to take it up, if you're interested in all this information I've been giving you, you're likely to take it up. So what happens if you click this little link I have there in the email? Another sign-up form. Isn't that interesting? So here again, you give real quick information, first name, last name, email, submit. Now what happens, you get a confirmation email. Woohoo, you did it. You signed up, and now Sean's going to contact you for further information. Well, what does this do? I get notification that this person has signed up. Again, I haven't done any more work aside from setting this up the first time, and now I can move them into my 2nd or 3rd step of my sales process and potentially then get a sale, which is the ultimate goal. So that's the sales funnel. That's pretty much how you generate leads, capture those leads you generate, nurture them through autoresponders, and then convert into sales. And so that's what we got today. If you've got any questions, feel free to email me, or if you want to see how these concepts apply specifically to your business, email me at seanschoenmakers@actioncoach.com. Check out my website. I have a YouTube page. Contact me as needed, and I'm glad to talk with you and see how I can help you.